Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's off to a good start this weekend. July weekend. Got a lot of people tailgating here in the chat, so I'm going to say hello to some people. I am missing daughters because it's that midsummer and they are sleeping in, and I have a feeling that they're just going to be like lumbering in here at some point, exhausted because they're staying up a little later. We were up late watching Black Widow last night. There she is, and there she is, and there she is, and there she is, and there she is. So we were up late watching Black Widow. We started it a little too late, and then so they're still sleeping. But hello to Ruben Guzman, tailgater extraordinaire. X11 Bravo, good morning to you. Hope Panda's doing well. Comics on the Mind, what is going on? Kirk, Michael, and Riley from the Downright Nerdy podcast. Happy Saturday to you as well. We got the Blasting and Stashing crew in here. What is going on? Is that Pocan Joe? I hung out with Pocan Joe just yesterday morning. Hello, Kate is here. I told you. I hung out with Pocan Joe for a few hours yesterday. We laughed and reminisced about Baltimore a little bit. It was definitely fun. Bagels and bacon. That sounds like a good morning. Hi, Kate. What's going on?
Not much. I just brought one book, and it's just to read.
And you just want to read?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Jeff Schultz saying one love from Chicago. Good morning. Coach Vic, he has given us an A-OK, and I forgot. I said it right over there, and I was busy making my tea this morning. I'll get it. Okay. Or do you want me to get it? You want to get it? Okay. I believe it's right behind me on the table here. There's a box. I'm going to have to find it. All right. You come and sit.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Sorry, I was confused.
Nothing like doing that live. Hello. But Coach Vic sent us an A-OK this morning, and I didn't grab the blade either. But hey, we'll get to that in a moment. Teachers Unite, good morning, sir. Sharon is here on the other account. She's watching with two accounts at the same time because she's got her boy doing his account, and she's also kind enough to pop in here. Happy birthday to me. Over 300 days left to wish you one. There you go. It just keeps coming every 365 days. Another birthday comes around. Kid's like, I don't want to do math this morning. Mm-mm. Let's see here. Old Wolf says, good morning to everyone. He's listening while he's working because he works a lot of Saturdays. So thank you for coming by, Tony. We appreciate it, my man. Ooh, and then the chat just filled up all of a sudden with people like Brandon from Comics Kings. What is on, Brandon? James Watson jumping in here. Ignacio, good morning to you. They're saying watch Black Widow Thursday. Going to watch it again on Sunday. There you go. There you go. So we got White Whale. I almost called you Old Whale. White Whale is tuning in from work. Ooh, that's no good. No good. Let's see here. Second Street Marvel says notification gang, and I love that he points this out every single time because it's the truth. If you don't want to miss anything on your favorite channels, hitting that notification bell, that little bell, and clicking all notifications, it just means that it pops up in your information, and then you can find the shows that you don't want to miss more easily. It's Huey. It's not a disappointment, Huey. It's not a disappointment. What are you talking about? Joe might be the disappointment. Let's just be honest. Hello to Mars. What is going on? Yes, Kate got a haircut. It was a little over a week ago, right? Wednesday, a week when, like, so it's a week and a half ago. What is up, Kachung? Hello to Delphia. Good morning to you both. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hello to Kachung. You can be an old whale. Sure, why not? Be the old whale. That's fine. Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart is here. What is going on? Jennifer, missed you last night because the Comic Talk live show was off last night. We missed out on that. Ryan is here. Good morning.
Got your bagels, Jen.
Bagels are happening. Bagels are a thing. Good morning to Crystal from Glitter and Duct Tape. Thinking it was Friday, wondering if we were on, and then the notification woke you up, hopefully. We got Pop in the chat. Good morning to my dad. Hope you're having a nice July morning, Dad. Mm-hmm. Hello, Ariel. Good morning. It's 12:35 in Argentina. Buenos dias in Argentina. We got Dank Comics. Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? So many people jumping in here. Hopefully everybody's off to a good start today. We are fully caught up on all entertainment comic-wise. I've read all of my books for this week, so I've caught up on all the new books. We've watched the Black Widow movie. We're not going to spoil it. Don't worry. We've watched all the episodes of Loki up to now. So we are fully entertainment-wise. This crew, we're doing it. We're caught up on everything. Thought you had Pop in the attic. No Pop in the that's not in the attic. No.
Excellent pronunciation. Was that me?
Gracias, Ignacio. I took a lot of Spanish from really good teachers when I was a kid, and I've used it most of my life. But it does kind of come in and out. There are certain pronunciations, certain verb conjugations that I struggle with, but I appreciate that. So we are caught up on everything. We'll probably get into a little bit, but we're going to try not to be the big spoiler people. We don't want to ruin it. I know a lot of people are waiting to watch Black Widow or waiting to watch Loki, so we don't want to ruin it for anybody. And we'll put up little banners if we do anything so you can see when we're talking about that stuff. But I'm going to get into this A-OK from my buddy Coach Vic, and I was super excited when I took it out of the box because it had this on the back. And J Hood Creative and Coach Vic and most of the community know, yes, that I have been collecting the J Hood Creative tattoos. He has made temporary tattoos for the comic book community, and I have now. I think now I have the largest collection of comic community tattoos from anybody in the comic book community.
Do you have one yourself?
Actually, White Whale has 2 of me, and I need to somehow trade and get one of those at some point. But let's see what I got. So I got 4 other new ones. I also got a J Hood Creative sticker that is going in the collection as well. All right. So if you don't know about this, J Hood Creative did a funny video where he put a Hialeah back tattoo on himself in post-production. Very entertaining. I don't think it's real. And then he created a whole set of, and there's the checklist of temporary tattoos using comic community members. I was given a set, and then I traded with the Two Bros Comics Dustin, and I got the Smiley Whale one of a kind variant. Well, now I get to add these to my set. I got a Comic Books NYC. Look at that Kavi with the hat, and it's his Marvel hat, looking good there. I got Budget Wing, which I don't know if Budget Wing a rare variant. I think it is. Oh, I got another rare variant. So that is JP as Nightwing.
Wow, I never would have.
That's JP Budget Collecting as Nightwing.
Who is that?
That's JP. Oh my gosh, it was a real temporary tattoo of Hialeah. There you go. I got C. Woodard 19, another one of my Baltimore homies. That is awesome. And lastly, I got J Hood himself. What is up? I love this. So that is so cool. And I think now I'm officially collected. I have now the rarest and biggest collection of comic community temporary tattoos of anybody in our community. So I mean, of anybody anywhere in the world, I'm willing to say. That was pretty freaking awesome. So thank you, J Hood, and thank you to, of course, Coach Vic. X11 Bravo with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Panda is, okay, she's missing the show, feeding the 10 dogs and the cat who thinks he's a dog and a rabbit who thinks he's a cat.
10 dogs?
They have a whole bunch of dogs. Charlie is super jealous. They keep sending me pictures of them with their dogs. Charlie's like, dogs. All right. Well, let me firstly say hello. Good morning to Burke family. What is going on, Burke? Thanks for coming by. I think I said hello to Carlito, but I'll say it again. And Alex says, real question. Why are all the Marvel shows really entertaining, but all the upcoming movies look dull as rocks? Might not be a very hot take. That might be a fair take. Did I miss anybody
Carlito
else?
asked if we were in the movie theater or we watched at home.
Yeah, we watched at home because for $29.99, it's cheaper than going to the movies with all four of us. And we can chill and relax and,
We can watch it a bunch of times.
and nobody has to wear pants.
That can work too. We can pull a John Krasinski.
I would say a Charlie, but that's just me.
Or
So
Jack.
thank you for the super chat. We'll share some fun little branding videos here for you. Let's see what we got. I'm going to do this one. I haven't done this in a while. Thank you, X11 Bravo.
Mom called the doctor. The doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Can't have those monkeys jumping on the bed. That's bad. And then we got this one. And for my dad in the chat and the dog lovers like X11 Bravo, here we go. One last one. And we got Flash by Night here. Thanks for coming by, Flash. I'm very much looking forward to the Doctor Strange movie as well. Yeah, no pants. It makes the movies so much better. And, you don't get in as much trouble. Favorite part of working from home, no pants, right? What is up, Terry Vaughn? Good morning to you. We did see Black Widow. We are caught up on entertainment everywhere.
Don't spoil, though.
We will not spoil. We're not spoiler people. Loved the first Doctor Strange in his top 5. Kachung's a big fan. There you go. I'm still working on my Doctor Strange cosplay.
You could do it, bro. It would work.
I got to do it soon because I'm not going to have the hair to pull it off for very long. All right.
What do you mean?
At some point, he's got beautiful big hair, Doctor Strange. I'm not going to have that for much longer here. All right. I got my Reggie Collects blade going there. Wow.
Wait, can I say something?
This is full. Coach Vic stacking this. Yes.
This is. So someone was talking about Benedict Cumberbatch to me.
Okay.
And she accidentally said Benadryl cucumber. And so I just call him that in my head now. When I said it, Benedict Cumberbatch, it literally takes me a minute. I said Benedict. See?
Benadryl.
Benadryl.
Benadryl cucumber. I mean, there's a ton of variants for his name that people have used over the years because it's quite a mouthful. His name. People bringing blankets to the theater to take their pants off underneath. I mean, that's fair, Carlito. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here.
You can always rock a wig, John. True that.
Who says that? Ignacio? That's fair. Let's see. Lackadaisical in the cosplay department. Good word, firstly. Lackadaisical. Hello, Gore Vidal. Good morning to you. He says it's at a Natasha Saturday morning. Disappointed the Jason Bourne team never made their Black Widow movie. That would have been cool. Now, whenever I watch them, I imagine Natasha instead of Jason. I mean, it's fair. That's a fair thing. And we got Charlie here. She made it. Good morning to Charlie. Go ahead, go sneeze. Woo, bless you. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen their Black Widow movie. The Bourne creators there's some pretty talented filmmakers, especially the later ones I really loved. Yeah, so I got a lot of Natasha books behind us here. I went with kind of a Daredevil and his ladies theme because I got Elektra at the top and the back here and here. But then Black Widow is pretty much on all the covers in the center. And then I've got a couple of trade paperbacks for Daredevil. So, wow, this is just a big stack of books. And it all kind of started when Coach Vic mentioned a certain indie title that I missed out on at my LCS. And he's like, oh, you've got to read this. And I think that's kind of what's here. But, we'll figure it out as we go along. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is the one he was mentioning for the girls. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set that right here. Okay, Charlie? So this is a series called Wicked Things from Boombox. And he gave us 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, and 6. He gave us the first 6 issues of Wicked Things.
Well, now we know we're going to read when we're camping.
Well, and he said it's a good all ages kind of book that you guys could definitely enjoy it and I could enjoy it. So Teen Detectives.
Can I read it?
Wicked Things. Yeah, you want to check out issue number 1? Thanks, Coach Vic. Hello to No Good Comics. Good morning to you, Justin. Anybody, if you've read Wicked Things, obviously sound off. Let us know what you think. We'll clearly have to inform you what we think as we read through that. Dare I say it is wicked fun. Let's see here. I don't know if the writer of the Bourne movies passed away. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I know the name of the writer of the Bourne films.
The boring things?
There's movies called Jason Bourne is a character. And they did Bourne Identity, Bourne Ultimatum. They did a whole series of movies about him. He's kind of it's a little Black Widow-ish in the sense that it's like spies and fights and chases and things. People who don't remember who they are, stuff like that, you know. Mm-hmm. We could show you those at some point. I think they're reasonable. And what is this one? This one's a Virgin variant. I don't know. The author of the books might have died. That makes sense for sure. Coach Vic says he was very entertained by that one. All right, here. This is Static, season number 1. Oh yes, this is the foil variant for that. Heck yeah. Oh, Vita wrote this? I didn't realize Vita Ayala wrote this. Remember, we met them at Baltimore, right? Mm-hmm. It says Ayala, so I'm going to assume that it's Vita. Let me get to the back here where they maybe say, it is Vita Ayala. Awesome. I definitely need to make sure that I'm catching up on this.
What's it called?
It's Static, one of the superheroes from DC Universe, right? Coach Vic, awesome, man. Yeah, Static foil variant. The women in Matt Murdock's love life would make a great reality TV show for Bravo. I mean, that's fair, Gore. That's very fair. John Allison, the writer of Wicked Things, also wrote an excellent comic called Giant Days. Ooh, nice. Look at the stuff I'm learning here. Oh, thanks, Legion. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet today, so I'm going to definitely get to that after this. But thanks for the reminder. I'll share that on my tab. Good morning to you, Mark. I hung out with Mark yesterday morning. I love his Friday morning hangouts. If you haven't caught one of those, they went for like 7 to 8 hours yesterday. They were a beast. Amazing. So awesome. Thank you for the Static issue number 1. All right. A photo with Jason Bourne leaving in Australia. Which, I mean, I'm assuming it's Matt Damon, but who knows? Oh, wow. So this is what I was most grateful that Coach Vic was sending me. So everybody's been telling me to read this and I missed out on it. Everybody's saying read Shadecraft. Here's issue number 1. This is an Image comic. 2.
Wait, is this still the AOK?
This is still the AOK. 3 and 4. All 4 of the first 4 issues of Shadecraft. And people have been telling me it's really, really great. You got to check this out. I missed out on issues 1 and 2, and then it was like, oh, how am I going to catch up on this?
Charlotte.
Who is?
This lady is Charlotte.
The female detective girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Fridays are Mark's day off, so that makes sense. There you go. That's why he would fit it in. Look at all the Shadecraft love. These are people that I totally trust, like Coach Vic, to let me know when I missed something, and I'm so bummed I did. There's a Jim Lee X-Men cover. This one right here. Yeah, with Black Widow. A great cover for X-Men. Absolutely. So, yeah, this is I missed it. I missed him. The Jock cover for issue number 1. Right? Amazing. There was even a channel migration from Mark's to Chip's. Oh, wow, that's hilarious. Because, yeah, Chip went live not long after. I popped in there as well. Curious what the girls are reading right now. So Charlie's diving into the AOK that Coach Vic just sent us. So she's reading Wicked Things from Boombox right this second. Kate, what are you reading?
I'm reading a book called The One.
The One. This is in the series by Kira Class, right? Am I holding the page for you?
I'm trying to keep two different ones.
You're holding 2 pages like
I'm
this?
reading two different parts at the time.
Okay. So The One by Kira Class, and it's a series.
Not class.
Class. Good morning to Rod. Hello, Rod. So Kira Cass, is this like early in the series or towards the end?
Book.
The last book. And what's the series called?
The Selection.
The Selection is the series.
It's just good at describing.
Seawoodard 19 is in the chat, and Seawood, I got you. I got you, Seawood. I got you right here. There you are. That's Seawood. So huge thank you to Coach Vic for this. We've got 6 issues of Wicked Things, an issue of Static, and 4 issues of Shadecraft. Just an absolute ton of reading that Coach Vic is hooking us up with. Man, you are way, way, way too nice. I really do appreciate it, sir. So, sorry. Thank you, huge, man. That was absolutely amazing. And thanks to Jay Hood for including the extra tattoos, because he knows what a fan I am of those tattoos. What is up, Eric? 2 Boys and Their Pops is in here. And Rod, he is mentioning Rod, who has a few left of his variant. They're going pretty fast. He's definitely sold more than half of them. They are flying off the shelves. So if you haven't gotten one, you might want to think about it now. Just picking up a set. He's doing it. I think he's going to even mention some in his Coast to Coast comics today. How many J Hood trading cards do I have now? So I've got the original 4 he sent me. I traded for 1, and I just got 4 more. So I've got 9. 9 trading tattoos, I guess you could say. So it's coming along. Those aren't extra tattoos. Don't get J Hood in trouble. No, they are part of the original set. He just gave me a second set, right? So mind-blowing A-OK here from Coach Vic. Thank you so much, sir. Huge thank you.
Jeff Schultz.
And Jeff Schultz, what is he saying?
The top.
How many? I already answered that one.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I'm reading. I'm trying to focus with 2 different pages going.
Okay, well, why don't you read the page you're on?
Now I am. But when you answered it, I'm guessing I was going back.
We have had a busy summer as far as absorbing fun entertainment, reading, watching TV shows, catching up on movies. We've been absorbing a lot of good entertainment around here, so it's been a lot of fun. Kate even said last night she's been, it was a great week for her. Just a lot of time getting good entertainment. Looks like Eric says he watched the Black Widow movie and really enjoyed it as well. So a lot of people having a good time with it. I have not decided how strongly I feel about it. I didn't love it.
It could have been better. That's my slogan.
Kate's got her bagel right there. Charlie is, I don't know what Charlie's waiting for. I think she's enjoying her comic and doesn't want sticky bagel fingers. Hashtag sticky bagel fingers. But I wanted to mention this book that both of my girls had a chance to read, which is called Fight Girls by Frank Cho from AWA Upshot Comic Books. And I had picked this up because I'm a Frank Cho fan. I like his art style. And I love what Comic Man Andy said, that this is the most Frank Cho that Frank Cho has ever been. And it's not necessarily a good thing. It's not my favorite Frank Cho piece. He definitely goes way over the top on it. Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park is fair, Justin. That's a fair description. I just think it's a little character light for me. And I just think that they could have spent more time developing the characters in this book for me. Now, Kate read it and Kate was like, that was cool with the dinosaurs and the fighting. What did you think?
I thought it was cool. I don't know.
It's kind of lame.
It was too similar to the Hunger Games, I feel like.
Too similar to the Hunger Games?
Yeah, and I don't know. I didn't really.
What's up?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember any of the characters' names.
You couldn't remember any of the characters' names. They really only gave them to you on the one page. And then after that, it was kind of like just numbers. They were running by their numbers and things. Mars says he liked Fight Girls, thought it was pretty good, but yeah, you're right, bit character light. Maybe we'll get to know them in the next issue. Says no good comics. That's fair. And that's kind of a hope, is that I think that we would develop them a little more. Sure. Because in this issue, it's just numbers and action and obviously skimpy outfits and things, as Frank Cho is kind of known for. Did you read it, Charlie? Fight Girls? What did you think?
I just felt like, like it seemed good, but it just seemed kind of lame.
I remember you saying, like, I don't know who to root for, or I don't know who I like in this.
No, I don't know who to. Like, they keep calling us, they were like saying like Diana or something. I was like, who's Diana? And it was basically just the Hunger Games as a graphic novel.
Interesting.
But it just sped things up.
Okay, calm down.
She's fine. She's fair. So, I mean, I kind of am in the middle. I don't know if I'm going to get a second issue of this. I can't decide how far I'm going to go with it. I'm kind of stuck here. Blaston says, in my opinion, as far as female superhero movies go, Black Widow is one of the best. So, boom, there you go, Blasted or stash it. And then I know so Carlito said anybody who gives it a 6 or below is a soulless grump. Like this, I guess I'm a soulless grump. No, I'm just kidding. A $10 super chat from Ariel, a little contribution to the Bagel Fund, as she always does. Much appreciated. And let's do some me party. How about that?
Me party. A party for myself. I'm having a me party, and I need nobody else.
We got to do some karaoke on our road trips.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Maybe we could live stream
right
in the car and just.
Let's have Lego John.
Oh, wow, a super chat. Oh, man, thanks so much. But, watch out what you encourage around this place.
The nervous laugh.
You like the nervous laugh? And how about a dolphin laugh? Ready? Yeah, the nervous laugh, right? The me party, right? Me party. Carlito says, my old roommate got me into season 3. Oh, they're talking about a show they're watching. Vic says, how many good superhero female movies are there?
I'd say Captain Marvel is really good.
Wonder Woman is probably number 1, right? The first Wonder Woman movie is probably the number 1. White Whale says, haven't seen Black Widow, and honestly, doesn't interest me much. There you go. Let's see here. Feels like Frank Cho's recycled that cover from a previous project. I mean, who knows at this point with him? Let's see here.
Wasn't there Pops asked me a question?
Did he? Where? Right here. Sorry. Kate, did you like Yelena's character? Yelena, sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I had mixed feelings about her. I felt like she was supposed to be like, I feel like it was supposed to be like a Guardians of the Galaxy, the way everyone was arguing and like they were all making jokes, but it wasn't as funny as Guardians of the Galaxy, And I think I liked her, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about everything in that movie.
Okay.
Sadly.
White Whale says, original Supergirl from the 80s, that movie he likes. And then Carlito's trying to start fights. He's just trying to start fights right there in the chat. Try to do it. That's what's happening. Yeah, I think there are so few female superhero films. You got your 2 Wonder Woman movies, Captain Marvel, Black Widow. Is there another like mainstream Marvel DC superhero movie? I mean, obviously Supergirl from the old days. Is there another one? I mean, I don't know that there isn't. There might just be those 5. If you start lumping in stuff like Alita, Battle Angel, and other things outside of Marvel and DC, maybe you get a few other ones. But really, it's a minor group. See, Gore says, I was in a chat on another channel, and another commenter disparaged Terry Moore. I responded, of course. Unfortunately, it didn't become heated. Well, that's good. Ignacio says Aaron Brockovich is She-Hulk with control and anger management. I love sell that. That is the idea. I would love to see that. Absolutely. Good morning, Nick. Station to you, sir. Good morning to Hydra Collectibles. How are you doing? Look at all these people. All right, so tons of people in the chat. So there's our quick little discussion of Fight Girls. And you know, it's a women power weekend. It's a Black Widow weekend. It's a female Loki weekend. So Fight Girls seems to go well with all that, I think. Throw in a little bit of that. You all good?
Yeah. Do you want to do spoilers now for stuff?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Let's not forget classics like Elektra and Catwoman. Oh, yeah, you're right, Michael. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah. There's a reason that we've forgotten those. There's really a reason, I guess. Perry, top of the morning. Top of the morning to you, Perry. Perry dropped his watch of Cobra, the Sylvester Stallone 80s action movie. I think it was late 80s, right? Very entertaining. Her name is Sylvie. Give her autonomy. Suck it, Marvel and John. White Whale is wrong 99% of the time. I get to be the 1%. I'll be the other 1%. I'm wrong. I'm only right 1% of the time.
Wait.
Define the bottom of any best of list. Catwoman, definitely on the bottom. There you go. That's fair. Anyone know who was the first female superhero lead in TV shows?
Batgirl?
Female superhero lead on a TV series. I'm assuming because you're saying it, Ariel, that it's not Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. So that is interesting. I'm going to have to figure that. I don't know. That's a great question. Shout out to Ariel with not only a great super chat that was so nice, but a great comment. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say Wonder Woman because I started watching that.
Is it the Incredible Shrinking Woman? I mean, is that a superhero? I mean, it's interesting. I respect people's opinion, but he said his work was manure. Well, there you go. That's powerful. Now, Charlie and I also read the finale of Thor and Loki Double Trouble.
Wait, someone said She-Ra.
It's the final issue. Jeff Schultz thinks it's She-Ra. Could be. That's animated.
What's animated?
She-Ra is animated. I don't know if that counts or not.
Well, she's a superhero that's female still.
Right. We were talking a lot about how they did a Spider-Man Venom Double Trouble that White Whale and I really enjoyed and the girls really enjoyed. And then so this is the 4-issue sequel, Thor and Loki Double Trouble. And there you get Jane Foster, and there you get a female Loki, and then, of course, Loki and Thor. I thought this was very entertaining. Not as good as the Spider-Man Venom Double Trouble, but I enjoyed it. Charlie, what were your thoughts on Thor and Loki Double Trouble?
It was really good. I liked it.
I know you liked that Loki was like roasting marshmallows in the underworld.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
He had like apparently a spare pocket in his cloak just for marshmallows, so that when they were in the underworld with the fire burning everywhere, he just like busted out a little stick and some marshmallows. He started roasting marshmallows. Charlie thought that was pretty funny. So this is the finale to this story. You can buy these in trades it's perfect for all age readers, for kids. If you're looking for something that they might enjoy, Thor and Loki, if they're a Thor and Loki fan or a Spider-Man fan, the Double Trouble series is really, really perfect for kids. And I still found myself laughing a bunch in both of them. So just a little heads up for all age readers, parents looking for good stuff for their kids that's not going to like push any boundaries as far as that's not really appropriate kind of stuff. Let's see here. Oh, people talking about maybe somebody's taste is not the same. Bionic Woman, 1976. Ooh, that could be a good one. I read it this morning. It was Ariel's favorite. Okay, so Ariel's letting this linger a little bit. Who's it going to be? Hoarder's Hide. I was interviewed by Hoarder's Hide, and the video just dropped this morning. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'm going to watch it when we're done here. But if you subscribe to Hoarder's Hide, you can check out Scott's great interviews, but then, of course, get over there and you can check out the one I did with him just the other day. Does the recent Netflix comic book movie, The Old Guard, count? I mean, that was amazing. Loved Old Guard. Really, really good. Love how JP releases his video during your stream every Saturday, and I get the notification and always just swipe it. Yeah, just ignore it. Ignore that guy. He gets enough views. Wonder Woman was 1974. Okay, so then there's definitely room for stuff to have come before it. Man, oh man. So there you go. We got a couple of good comics in. I guess I can get to my read of the week, which I think is everybody's read of the week, was The Nice House on the Lake, issue 2. I felt like in general this week, books were a little off. Not everything was as strong as it was before, but this book was very strong. So if you're reading Nice House on the Lake, or you're thinking about picking up the DC Black Label book, issues 1 and 2, both very, very strong. A good kind of creepy, I hesitate to call it horror at this point, but it's definitely a thriller kind of a storyline. What is up, Z Collects? John and little Jonettes. How you doing, Z? What's going on, man?
What did Bella's dad used to call me?
Mrs. John.
Little Mr. John.
No, I was little Mr. John.
No, I was too, trust me.
Ooh, the Flying Nun. Good guess. Big Will Comics has arrived. Good to see you, Big Will. Let's see here. X11 says, I still have 7 copies of #1 for Nice House on the Lake he bought on accident. I was unsupervised at the time. Those are the times it happens, right? Oh, I'm looking forward to an Old Guard sequel, Jeff Schultz. Yes. Ariel thinks maybe her source might have been incorrect, but what was I missed her reveal. I missed Ariel's reveal. What was the correct answer? So hopefully Ariel can tell us. So anyways, Nice House on the Lake. Yeah, I think it's more of a thriller, very interesting. It's almost science fiction-y. So it's just got a sci-fi element that I kind of did. Orcs in Space and Tales Told in Technicolor. Ooh. Battle Panda is here. Good morning to you, Battle Panda. Hope you're doing well. Hope the pack of wolves have all been fed and that you're doing well. The boy who had 7 is here. Good morning to Matt. How you doing, brother? I think I've officially booked Matt to participate in the Comic Gories Olympics. So be ready and watchful for that. He is a competitor to his core, so he's perfect for this. TK, good morning, my man. Let's see here. The Secrets of Isis came out the same year as Wonder Woman, 1975. Interesting. Okay. Uh-oh, Kirk is saying he's behind on his reads. I get it, man. We've all been there. He's bringing in all 7 of his family to vote. Look, all 7 of those kids plus mom, that's 8 votes. You're guaranteed. Everybody just has to stay off the Wi-Fi. Ariel says, according to Wikipedia, it's ISIS. Okay, that's the show. So it's called The Secrets of Isis. So there you go. I have never even heard of it. Predates both Wonder Woman and Bionic Woman just barely. So it was like a triple threat within a year. All 3 of them had launched. See? Look at the stuff we're learning about female superheroes this morning. Got Elektra and Black Widow all over behind us. Amazing. Time Traveler. I hung out with Time Traveler a little bit yesterday too. He's saying many words in a Nice House on the Lake #2. I read it on a live stream yesterday. Yeah, it was it's a lot to read. A lot to read for sure. You want to share any books, Charlie? What are you thinking about this book so far?
Pretty good.
So what did you think of you've already read issues 1 and 2? She's already flying through. So Charlie is reading from the AOK Coach Vic sent. She's read issues 1 and 2 of Wicked Things from Boombox. And what do you think?
Pretty good.
Good mysteries? You love a good mystery. Do you like Charlotte? Obviously, characters with your name, you're kind of a big fan, right?
Thank you, Matt. Nice haircut.
Thank you, boy who had 7. Yes.
Sorry, does he not want?
Oh, that's fine.
Wait, can we actually live stream our road trip in the car? Like, we don't have to do the whole thing. Like, just a little bit of like good vibe.
Vibe in the car
With
live.
music. Yeah.
See, the problem is you get in trouble with music. We don't own the rights to songs, and so if we use them in our live streams, the stream will get shut down and we'll
On
get
Instagram?
Instagram sometimes. I tried to post you girls singing to Hamilton at one point and it wouldn't let me post it.
Oh.
It's tricky. It's very tricky. Music rights. It's difficult. What did Kate just finish? Kate was reading or rereading, I should say, the final book in the Selection series by
Kira Cass.
Kira Cass.
Mhm.
And this is the book called One or The One. The first episode of Wonder Woman aired November of 75. Isis aired September of 75. Just look at that. 2 months. Look at 2 months will do. Woo.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me.
We've also been watching Lost. As we mentioned last week.
3.
We have finished the first half of the show. 3 seasons done.
You could do IG Live.
We ended with, we have to go back, Kate. We have to go back.
No.
We ended with that moment. We paused right there.
Every time they like yell Kate, I'm like, yes.
Oh, Charlie. Terry Vaughn says, which Marvel movie you guys, you guess will make the most money this year? Vote. Terry Vaughn's voting Black Widow.
So this Black Widow, Doctor Strange.
Is Doctor Strange this year?
I
No.
don't know.
Eternals is this year. And the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie.
Make a lot of money.
It usually
there's
does.
So many big.
They do very well. And this looks like a huge event Spider-Man movie, like a multiverse Spider-Man thing. So
live action multiverse.
it's hard to beat that, but maybe he's counting that as Sony. I don't know. I think unless you're making money on it, you should be able to do music for the fun and videos. But yeah, I agree, Carlito. It's if only it was that simple, right? You're just like, look, let's put Kate's clue. What? What are you doing? What? What's that? What's over there? What's that? Squirrel. Let's see. Anything else worth mentioning? Hey, here's another female superpowered hero that came out this week. Issue number 2 of Joelle Jones's Wonder Girl. And here's an awesome lady in our community. Lady Fantastic. Caroline is in the chat. What's up, Caroline? But issue 2 of Wonder Girl came out. I love Joelle Jones's art. I thought this was a decent second issue, but I liked issue 1 more, I think. And partly because as great as Joelle Jones's art is, and it is beautiful, she is sharing work on this book with another artist whose work I don't care for as much. So where is it? This is not Joelle's work right here. I did not care for the other artist as much. And that was a bit of a bummer for me. When Joelle is drawing it, I loved it. When she's not drawing it, I'm disappointed by it. So I'm kind of in the middle on that one. What did I miss?
Black Widow.
Oh, more Black Widow talk?
It's right in the middle of the pack, but it's worth a watch. I think you should watch it, but for me, it's I don't know yet. Like probably like a 7 out of 10, 6.
And Carlito's there too. He's saying take it with a grain of salt, but see it for yourself. There you go. So I feel like, this book has like panels that are just not as nice because they're some other person doing the art. And I was just kind of bummed. It reminded me of some of that DC garbage they were doing beforehand, and you end up with, something in the middle. But when Joelle's doing the art, I really dig, those pages. So it's kind of a back and forth. And if they're going to continue to do this like split art style, I'm going to be very disappointed. You want to take a look?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Okay. Looks like Ryan is there as well. He's saying the same thing. And here's the deal. And I could see people blaming Joelle Jones and her work speed because she does work slowly. You know, it's hard for her to produce a book every single month. DC rushed to get this produced. DC wanted to have a Yara Floor comic on the shelves as soon as possible. When they saw that those 2 issues during Future State were popular, they were like, we need more of this. Will you do this? And Joel Jones was probably like, yeah, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be hard. And then they were like, we'll give you another artist. We want this on the shelves. And I think the DC need to rush and put this on the shelves is going to ruin this book. I can already tell 2 issues in that their need to speed this up is going to ruin this. And that's a bummer.
I agree.
I agree, with Lady Fantastic.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Michael Turner worked slow too. It's worth it, but you've got to give them the time. When the executives are like pushing the project, that's a stupid decision. So I feel like let her make 2 or 3 issues and then start putting them out maybe. But like, no, this is kind of a drag. Matt says, Endgame ruined the theater experience for me. It was a pinnacle and nothing compares. I totally agree that it's going to be hard to get back to that original set of Avenger films for sure.
Yeah.
This Wonder Girl is Yara Floor, and I don't think the other Wonder Girl show they're doing is going to be Yara, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Is Michael Turner alive?
Michael Turner's not alive anymore. The artist, yeah, he passed away. They packed too much in, says Ryan. Maybe there's too much story going on here. They have to explain how she got her powers and you know, her origin story, I know, is basically what they're telling now. Yeah, I don't know. So it was definitely a letdown after issue 1. And I'm worried it's going to go like her Catwoman series did, where the first 5 issues were all Joelle Jones and they were really great. And then it was like, oh, I'm going to split duties with other people. And the book just kind of ran into the ground, which is a shame. So I'm hopeful that's not where they're going with it.
Where is your Catwoman thing?
They're in my boxes, my Batman boxes.
Can I get 'em out?
Not right now. They're nicely stacked in the back there. What's up, Missing Link? Link is in the chat. Thanks for coming by, man. Any other? I mean, we're doing women superheroes. I feel like I should make sure if I got any. I think I did them all. Let's see here. Oh, he's talking. X11's talking about the shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Lady F says, I come from a family of artists. I'm all about respecting that craft as long as their name isn't Rob Liefeld. Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired from Lady Fantastic. So you want to talk about Loki or Black Widow, Kate? She wants to talk about Black Widow. Do we need to put the spoiler banner up? I mean, we're not going to get too heavy, right? We're going to be very light spoilers. We're not going to get crazy with the spoilers, right? Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes.
Right. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's edit this one. And it's so we're not gonna ruin it. Light spoilers.
Can we do a little face?
No. But there it is. We're just going lights. We're gonna do some light spoilers here. We're not gonna get crazy on this. We're not gonna ruin any of the big things, but more of a like, what do you think about it? Why do you think these things? So did you want to go first, second, last?
I'll go second.
Do you want to go first, second, or first or last? Or not at all?
Not at all.
Charlie doesn't want to go. She wants to read. Coach Vic, you have transformed Charlie into a couch potato.
Who said that?
I did.
Who said that?
I said that. I'm not going to argue with that. I kind of agree. So if I'm going first, I'm going to say,
ouch, that's a bad one.
I'm going to say that this movie for me ranks near the bottom of the list. I only watched it once and I do want to watch it again. So, I might change my perspective. And the Boy on 7 and I were talking a little this morning about that, how sometimes that second viewing makes you appreciate certain things more. It's definitely near the bottom. I don't think it's worse than. I still think Thor 2 is the worst. Like nothing's going to come close to Dark World. Thor: Dark World is a train wreck of a movie that has twists that they completely undo within 2 seconds and that aren't meaningful. Thor 2 is a disaster, in my opinion. Iron Man 2 and 3, similarly, are bits of a train wreck for me. I don't like Iron Man 2 and I don't like Iron Man 3. So I put those 3 movies are the bottom of the pack for me. And those are basically the only 3 Marvel movies that I don't own. And I own a ton of DVDs. You guys all know that.
World.
I don't own Thor: Dark World. I don't.
Yes, you do, because I watched it on DVD.
I don't own it. I don't own that one. I don't own Iron Man 2 and I don't own Iron Man 3. So those are the bottom 3 for me. I feel like Black Widow is a little bit above those, but not a whole lot. Just a little bit above it. Boyled7 says Black Widow is way better than Iron Man 3, Thor 2, and I'm sure he means maybe Iron Man 2 would be in there too. But so there's the sticking point for me and my girls, at least. We really enjoyed Captain Marvel, and I would put Captain Marvel above Black Widow right now. I need to rewatch it, but I know that a ton of people felt the opposite. They hated Captain Marvel and loved Black Widow. So I'm on the other side of that fence. I found a lot more to enjoy and laugh and was more impressed with Captain Marvel than I was with Black Widow. I felt like Black Widow, even compared to Thor 2 and Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, Black Widow has the worst villain of any Marvel movie. And I'm gonna say to the end, like,
What was his name? Demetrius or something?
The evil mastermind villain of Black Widow is a nonsensical shadow. Like you could have put a sock puppet on screen for what you got out of that villain. The villain in Black Widow is wasted space, and they did nothing to make that character creepy or evil or sinister or whatever. An absolute waste of space when it came to that villain. I like the way they used Taskmaster. I thought Taskmaster was cool.
You predicted who.
That is major, not light spoiler. So we're not going to get into
I'm
that.
not spoiling
But
it.
you were about to use a word that I don't want you to use. So pause on that. I liked Taskmaster. I do not like the evil villain bad guy. He should have been a focus, and he should have been really creepy, and he should have been powerful. And I don't understand why they made that character so flat and just absolutely wasted. Yes, there is an end credits scene, and it actually is better than most of the movie. Kachung, I can totally agree that you could be frustrated with what they did to Marvel. But for me, that amounts to the same thing as people being frustrated with what they did to Taskmaster and Black Widow. Like, I don't think that ruins the movie. I don't think it ruined Captain Marvel, and I don't think it ruins Black Widow. But I know that there are people that feel pretty strongly about both of those, where they love the original Taskmaster, and they're not enjoying what Black Widow did with that character. And this the same here. People who love Marvel, and they're not happy with what did. For me, neither of those things ruined the movies. Those movies are still fully enjoyable, as long as you're willing to just kind of be like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Lady Fantastic says she loved Captain Marvel, and I fully agree with this. I think people were mad at her and then went into the movie with like, I hate this lady. And then basically that became the movie experience for a lot of people. It was completely painted by outside influences.
Why don't they like Brie?
She just gave some interviews where she said some pretty controversial or hard things for people that people didn't like.
Oh.
And so I think they were very upset with her. And politically, she had some pretty, intense views that she kept sharing, and I think people were bothered by some of that. And I think it easily tainted people's joy, which is a shame. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, you're not supposed to like him, but I'm saying I didn't enjoy him as a villain. I'm not saying you have to like him. I'm not saying like, oh, I really love him. No, I'm saying I like good villains. Villains are awesome.
Like Loki.
Loki is a great villain. I love the way they used Winter Soldier, and Robert Redford in The Winter Soldier is a great villain. Robert Redford is this menacing, creepy, guy, and he's using the Winter Soldier as his tool, much like this villain in Black Widow should have been this creepy, menacing guy. You're manipulating the Taskmaster. It just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, and they should have had like a song for him.
I
like
think
music.
I think every time the Winter Soldier comes on screen in that movie, in the Winter Soldier movie, they have this great like screechy sound effect that makes him super creepy. But they didn't really do that for Taskmaster, and they certainly didn't do that for this villain. The villain really laid it bare, and I think made the movie flat. I think it's just kind of a waste. So that really hurt the movie overall for me. I really hope this is true. And the boy who had 7 said this morning to me, and I was like, yes, this would make me like this movie a lot more. I'd be happier with Black Widow if I didn't see this as her send-off. And that's my biggest worry, is that this is kind of the end of Scarlett Johansson in the MCU, and she's kind of done.
That would suck.
And this just felt like a really bad way to say goodbye to a really great character who was there at the beginning, in my opinion. That would be a real shame. Absolutely. That's a great point, X11. And I wish more people had that perspective where it's like, it's not about who they are off screen. Can they make a good product? Can they perform really well? I mean, I challenge anybody who thinks she can't act to see the movie she did called Room. I mean, that is a heart-wrenching, as a parent, powerful, amazing movie. And she gives an amazing performance. She was also in a movie called
13 going on 30?
No. I think it was called Term 12. She's done a lot of really great movies. I just, obviously they didn't give her a great script, but that has nothing to do with anything. Winter Soldier is, I think, dang it, I missed it. Damn. Winter Soldier is my personal favorite, and I felt like they could have gone for something that was more in line with Winter Soldier, but they went a different direction. I just didn't feel very good about it. Winter Soldier's grown on Lady Fantastic. I mean, that Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie. It's just absolutely great. And it is integral. I agree. Integral, maybe. Thanos is a peak villain for sure. Yes, Room is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's see here. So that was my thought. Let's hear from Kate, and let's see what she wants to say.
You said so much. I feel like I'm just...
Well, you wanted me to go first. What do you expect? You had your shot. I'm going to just sit here and drink.
No. I don't know. I felt like it wasn't like bad acting. They just like were written poorly. Some of the characters, like you said, the bad guy. And I thought that honestly, like the Red Guardian was written poorly too, which sucks because I loved it.
And like her supplier, who gets her like more things that she needs.
Which one?
The supplier.
Oh yeah, but she's like a minor character.
Yeah, but what a random character to not give a personality to. I feel like they bring in imagine if they cast a really funny actor who gave like an interesting, funny performance as that character.
Which one? Red Guardian? Because
I know you're not listening. No, she's talking about a different character, and she interrupted and added something in, and that's where we went. The guy who is supplying Black Widow with all of her equipment is an incredibly boring character who gets like 3 scenes in this movie. Why can't we make this character interesting? Cast an actor who gives it personality. Give it an actor who could really do something. But it felt like just another random guy. And I felt like there was a bunch of those kind of performances where it's like, man, it's just some random person. Like, what does it matter? And what's that have to do with him being a great villain? says missing link. Kang would be another overarching villain. See, Kang is a diva. I mean, isn't he though? The CIA guy from Bronson's Bond run. There you go. He did remind me of that a little bit.
Let her finish her thing.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say.
You were talking about The Guardian.
They're all like good actors.
You like David Harbour,
I do. I love David Harbour.
but mostly because you like Stranger Things a lot.
Yes, and I like Scarlett Johansson. We saw her in that cool movie with like, remember
That cool movie with the
Hugh
like, remember.
Jackman's in it. It's a magician movie.
Oh, you're talking about Prestige. And I know Carlito's going to be very happy that's how you remember Scarlett Johansson is as the magician's assistant in The Prestige.
That was a really good movie, and she was really good. And Florence Pugh is in Little Women, and we watched some scenes with Mommy,
Yeah.
and it's really good. She's good. I didn't like Yelena's character very much.
Yeah. I think she came off something a little bit flat for me as not having a whole lot of character. And I would be really disappointed if this was the end of Scarlett Johansson and all we got was Florence Pugh going forward. I think that would be a shame. See, there it is, Carlito. The Prestige. Very happy about that. Looks like Michael's halfway through season 2 of
so good.
of Stranger Things.
They're making another season 2.
Harbour stole the show every scene he was in. So says missing link. Oh, you stole the movie? You're saying he was the best part of the movie?
You don't have an earpiece, and he's just like talking.
Let's see. Boy7 says he loved Yelena. Yelena? Is it Yelena?
Yeah, it's
Yelena. Sorry. But I'm participating. Predicting this can't be the end of Scarlet. Positive. This can't. I mean, if you are right, I would like this more as a start of a new era for her. I'm happy about that. As the end and the final note in Scarlett Johansson's run, this is a disappointment. I think that's how I would definitely feel that would move the needle a little bit for me.
Plus, it's like Black Widow's such an iconic character. She's like basically one of the first big female.
She's the first female Avenger.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, they could have done something so much better
in the MCU. I mean, everybody's going to say Wasp. Yes, I know in the comics, the first female Avenger was the Wasp. I know that.
But they could have done way better.
Okay.
I felt like, I don't know, I didn't really get the storyline a lot. I feel like my mom said it was like a filler episode and
it did feel like a filler episode from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We'll just stick this one. We'll stick this in.
Yeah.
And hopefully later I would rather watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier again.
Plus,
than watch Black Widow again. Right now, that's where I'm at.
Plus, it just felt really long. I remember when we were starting it, I was really confused, and then it led into something. But the beginning's super long. It just felt stretched out.
With them living in Ohio.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden everything's happening, and they're going on a plane or something, and then it shows all this stuff that happens between the 21 years that happens, and it just flips through, and I have no idea what they have to explain it better, I think, and they have to slow down because they're flipping through all these things. I can't focus on every single one, and I'm trying to see all the different things they did in the Red Room, but they can't. It's not showing me. So
This is a really good point, and I think it's why a lot of my friends have stopped watching trailers for movies because they feel like that taints their enjoyment of the movie. That if they go into it saying, it's a Marvel movie, I'm going to see all the Marvel movies. What am I worried about? Why do I need a trailer, right? If they go into it with let's just enjoy it, whatever it is, they tend to enjoy the movie a lot more. And Lady F says she uses that same attitude for life in general. Go into life with low expectations.
can I have a spoon, please?
He's wise. You don't have 7 kids without getting some wisdom, right? That's the rule.
I'm getting a spoon.
So there you go. Are you saying that to enjoy Marvel movies less now that I'm reading comics and I'm going to enjoy? I'm trying to read Coach Vic's comment. Are you saying I'm going to enjoy Marvel movies less now that I'm reading comics and building expectations? That's going to be concerning. But at the same time, maybe we've been waiting for this Black Widow movie for so long. I mean, some of us all the way back in Avengers 1, when we're like, oh, I can't wait to get a Black Widow movie. And then it's like 20 movies later and we're finally getting it. Maybe that impacts the enjoyment in some way. I don't know. Carlito says, he doesn't watch the DC trailers anymore. He just wants to go see the whole movie. There you go. Did you want to say anything about Black Widow, sweetheart?
I didn't like it. It wasn't.
Yep. Sorry, I caught your hair there a little bit.
Not a very good story, in my opinion. It was just kind of like boom, boom, boom. And like, they had reveals and twists, but the twist just kind of got thrown away.
Did you like the family at all? The like mom, dad, and 2 daughters thing that was kind of the story, the core of the story.
Yeah, but it's like that was basically just, fake. So it wasn't really like that. And they were all just so rude to each other. And it's like, why? It's not really enjoyable when people are doing that.
Could be. Lady Fantastic says, tell us about the tea, Charlie. What do you got here? What kind of tea is it?
Mango Maui. And you can use, 1 tea bag is you can use for 2 cups of tea. So I made one for Kate.
Nice. I absolutely noticed this as well, X11, that the fight choreography was very repetitive and it made the fight scenes somewhat lackadaisical. And I think somebody used that word earlier, so I'm going to steal it. And I'm very excited about this. I love the possibilities of that. There's a lot of people commenting, so it's hard to keep up, okay? I don't see a Kachung comment anywhere. So
it was way at the top, Dad.
Oh my goodness. How far up do you need me to go here, dude?
No,
you said Kachung, so I'm looking for something that Kachung said.
He's the one who used the word. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that would have been useful. I don't like it when people are rude to each other either. What am I missing here?
No, that's what I said.
Oh, that's what Lady F is saying.
Yeah.
Matt, spoilers. Yeah, he's spoiling the quantum realm.
Can I say something?
Last thing about Black Widow, and then we move on. We got 20 people hanging with us. That's awesome.
23, I think. Still, sorry. I kind of thought like the scene where like she went in to say hello to like Yelena. She hadn't seen her in like 21 years. Why isn't she giving like more of a reaction? They just start fighting each other, and then she doesn't know if she could trust her, and then they call a truce, right? So they're like fighting, call a truce, and then she just follows Yelena. Like, you haven't seen her in 21 years.
Yeah,
you just start fighting her.
That scene is an example of what my overall frustration with the movie was: bad editing and pacing. Mm-hmm. And that scene is an example of stuff where they rush certain things and then they slow down weird moments that don't need to be slowed down. Mm-hmm. And I felt like that scene should have been more emotionally impactful, but it was just kind of chopped together in a very weird way that didn't give it the emotional impact it should have had. It's them trauma bonding, says Lady Fantastic. They have a trauma bond.
It's them trauma bonds.
Yep, they have a trauma bond. All right, so we will take that banner down. Do you want to go on to Loki, or do you want to just skip Loki?
There wasn't really much to talk about.
I mean, it was an exciting episode of Loki. I mean, if you haven't seen it, girls don't want to talk about Loki. All right, they don't want to talk about Loki. We will not talk about Loki. I want to
do it next week.
We are off next week. So next week, we have not missed a Saturday morning comics in a really long time. But we are going camping tomorrow. Tomorrow we are driving up to the mountains, and we will be camping for a little bit. And we will miss next Saturday because we will be driving back next Saturday. and not be able to be on the couch here giving that review. So I'm sorry, but next Saturday will be the first Saturday morning comics in a long time. We have not been here on the couch for you guys.
Chunks does have a good memory.
I fully agree. This is facts. Richard E. Grant, not only is he just great, but he's perfect as this Loki. Yes. Glorious purpose.
Is that the old man Loki?
Yes. He's the best part.
God.
Yeah, right. A little camping time for sure. Thank you so much for coming by, Matt.
Oh, can I show them some?
Looking forward to hang out again, man.
I'm gonna show them.
You want to go get something? Okay. So you are escaping the dream dungeon tomorrow. Yeah, right. That's why the other group has to do the dream dungeon, because I'm going to be off camping. Let's see here. Do I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. We will definitely enjoy camping. My dad says, what will I do without my comics next week? Right. My wife is an expert Girl Scout. We will not forget the marshmallows. Absolutely.
I made something.
Yes. So Charlie has been a knitting fool. You can see she has knitted an entire bag.
And you can also use it as a
So she's got a little bag for Kate.
yeah,
And it's got a strap here.
and you can use it. There's two.
There's two. Ooh, there's
So
double
you can,
straps.
move it around in case one is like really
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
or something. Just move the straps around. But
Charlie
you
has been
can
knitting
also-
like crazy.
You can flip it inside out.
Yeah.
So then this is the way it was originally,
Okay.
like this. But when you flip it the other way, it looks much nicer.
And your sister was wearing it as a hat, I thought.
Yeah, you can also wear it as a hat. And it kind of looks like a bear.
ADF says, so very nice. Yes, we got to get the comic community camping crew together. Absolutely. At some point. That would be awesome. Darth Timo is here. What is going on, man?
Charlie.
Now it's a little hat. And I'm going to try to find a way to get like
Googly
these-
eyes.
Yeah,
Right.
or something and make it into.
Ariel loves it. Two favorite colors right there. Boom.
Yeah, and tomorrow
Right.
or today I'm actually going to go to the store and get.
Oh, yeah, we're getting
Because
some
I have
more
more like
y-
muted
yarn.
colors and I need
That's
some
today,
brighter ones
right?
like
Yep.
this.
Ariel, do you like orange or red or yellow? Because
I did read it.
I love orange.
So I did finish the Sherlock Color and Emerald by, it's not Ennis, it was the Neil Gaiman. I finished the Neil Gaiman Sherlock book I was reading. Definitely a cool twist at the end. Is there a sequel? Because it feels like it was built for sequels.
Ariel, what are your favorite colors?
Panda says her skills of knitting are subpar. Kate
Orange
and red, she says, are her two favorites.
Orange.
Yeah, I'm
There you
getting
go.
red tomorrow. I'm getting red today. So
I
We're gonna get some red and some
yeah,
green and some blue.
and yeah,
I like
purple, pink.
orange because it's the color of monarch butterflies, and I love monarch butterflies. They're my favorite animal.
They're
Nice.
also good luck.
And I dressed up as them for Halloween twice.
And Kate, there are two butterflies that look like there's a monarch and there's a victory butterfly, which looks a lot like it.
Nice.
It's in my butterfly.
And it does have a sci-fi bent because there's like a Cthulhu. There's like some horror elements going on there as well. So yes, everybody have a really nice weekend. We are going to bounce out of here. I got to go over to Hoarder's Hide YouTube channel because I want to watch the interview I did with him and see how it came out when he edited it. Hopefully I sound just as much like a knucklehead as I do when I'm here.
And so hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.
Have a great day.